We begin tonight at 6 with a plea from the Hendricks County Prosecutor to protect the public and the defendant in an upcoming trial.
The prosecutor now wants to close off public access after a shooting at the courthouse that went down on Monday. Samantha Johnson here live in studio with some details after reading through this new filing earlier today. Sam.
Yeah, and this entire story is really heartbreaking for everyone involved. It's something we've been following for months now. It actually started back in February when two young children were killed in a fiery crash in Plainfield. Police say Sidoni Pettis ran from police and crashed into this car, ultimately killing two young siblings inside. Pettis was supposed to be at the Hendricks County Courthouse Monday for a hearing, but it was rescheduled. Indiana State Police say a man outside the courthouse was shot and killed after firing a gun at deputies and inmates headed inside. That man was Mark Vaughter, the great-grandfather of the two children. Now the Hendricks County prosecutor is worried about more retaliation against Pettis.
In these instances, they're rare. We don't see things like this happen very often.
I talked to Brad Banks, who's a former deputy prosecutor, now defense attorney. He says he understands why this could be seen as a public safety threat involving Pettis.
Not only for his own safety, but obviously this put the other inmates, because they transport them in groups. They're usually chained together. And so, even a bullet that hit the intended target could pass through and hit another inmate. But also the deputies themselves that are transporting them puts everybody in danger.
In a motion filed this week, Hendricks County Prosecutor Lauren Delp is asking a judge to prohibit public access to court records, to arrange for remote hearings, and to reset current court dates.
Defendants do have a right, though, to be present in person for a lot of their substantive hearings. And so you'll have that concern, too, that, probably outweighs most of them.
A virtual hearing for the judge to make a decision is set for May 15th. Now, typically the public has access to court records. You can search them online. It's an easy process to do. But in this case, the prosecutor says if the public has that information, he believes it could create a significant risk of substantial harm to everyone involved, and that includes the public. So we'll be sure to let you know what happens next Thursday in court.
Sam, thank you. Now, the suspect, Sidoni Pettis, is facing several charges in connection to the deadly crash. He's charged with 3 counts of resisting law enforcement, 1 count of causing catastrophic injury when operating a motor vehicle, auto theft, and several other charges as well.
Tonight at 6, a former Daleville teacher and basketball coach is now accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student.
New details are now revealing more about what led to his arrest. According to the court documents, the 27-year-old man allegedly kissed the student on multiple occasions in his office after school hours. The teacher also allegedly approached the student's mom and told her he was in love with the student. Daleville Community Schools tonight has confirmed to 13 News that teacher has since been fired. Angela?
Scott, as expected, a warmer afternoon. Temperatures right now in the middle and even some upper 70s showing up. 77 Morris Reservoir, 76 Carmel. We're at 73 in Greensburg and 78 degrees in Brown County. Mix of sun and clouds, nothing on radar close to home, although there are a couple of spotty showers along a front from northern Illinois back through Iowa and some additional moisture across parts of Missouri. These two things will come together over central Indiana this time tomorrow and bring us our best chance of some showers and storms. This evening, it'll be dry. Some of the thicker clouds might produce a stray sprinkle, but that's it. Very warm. We're in the 70s through 8 o'clock tonight and a relatively mild start. Mid-50s out the door on Thursday. Again, thicker clouds might produce a sprinkle. Otherwise, we're dry until the afternoon and evening hours. That's when we get some scattered showers and thunderstorms with the clouds, and that rain threat will drop those high temperatures back into the upper 60s. You can see these two weather systems coming together, headed our way. I'll have the local timeline for you in a few minutes.
Angela, thanks. Indiana Governor Mike Braun is now facing a lawsuit after signing the new 2-year budget into law.
So the ACLU of Indiana says a provision in that budget that deals with choosing IU's Board of Trustees is unconstitutional. Our State House reporter Emily Longnecker is here tonight to explain.
Well, before this new legislation, alumni from IU would vote and choose 3 members to sit on the Board of Trustees. The governor would choose the rest. Now, Governor Braun will select all 9 board members. The ACLU of Indiana calls the change special legislation that singles out IU, something they say is unconstitutional.
While none of the state's other public universities have alumni elections to select board members, all have alumni associations that have a say in recommending or choosing some of the board, with the governor having the final say. The lawsuit argues the new legislation targets IU, removing the mechanism in which the school's alumni can have a say in the makeup of their board of trustees. The governor's office declined to comment on the lawsuit, but just last week, Governor Braun answered questions about the change that would have him choosing all members of IU's Board of Trustees. The governor pointed out only a small percentage of IU alumni actually vote every year to choose one of 3 board members selected by alumni.
It wasn't representative. It enabled a clique, a few people, to actually determine 3 board members, and I don't think that is real representation. If it was more broadly ascribed to, it would be different.
A spokesperson for IU would not comment on pending litigation, but did confirm that an email was sent out this morning canceling that election for board members. Now, the lawsuit wants a judge to allow that election to continue while a court decides the broader issue on whether this new legislation is constitutional or not. So far, no timeline has been given on when a decision could be made. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.